Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We're playing a 7-point match on Backgammon Hub against Peter. Good match to my opponent. I'll try to explain my thinking a bit as we go along, and we will take a look at the computer analysis to see how well I did after the match. As always, the goal is to play well, not necessarily to win, but to play well, which I might be messing this up right now, although this looks pretty decent because the 8-point strip, so 24 to 23 might be pretty good. Yeah, this looks okay. A little bit exposed. Just probably, oh, he's doing a lot with this, isn't he? I'm a little unclear how to play it. I mean, like he can make the 4, but he's got to forego hitting loose on the 5. Okay, so he does this. He gets a good cube in on the dances. I do not dance. In fact, I roll a pretty good entry. Maybe better than some hits. I don't know. He's playing, seems to be playing decently. I gotta leave a shot somewhere, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know. This seems sort of okay. It's probably slightly safer stuff, but I don't know. Checkers end up in good spots here. So I do get hits, and then he's got safeties. Good. I can make a 7 nicely. And I can build a point for once. No. In fact, this plays sort of destructively. I mean, I do want to keep the checker back. I mean, this wins the most. Safe play is pretty sick looking. Let's give it a try. We're down in the race so much already that maybe, yeah, double's pretty reasonable. Getting hits maybe not a huge deal here because I already got 3 checkers back and I'm down 50 pips already. All right, some 4 dupage here. Good. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me twice, I think. Yeah, he should hit off the ace and then hit somewhere else. Don't know what I'd do here. Could do the same play. Hit on the 9, hit on the ace. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, enter with the 4 first. Yeah, the 6-6 a bit unclear. 8 to 2 is obviously safest. Wouldn't hit 7 to 1. 1s, 5s, 3s. If he plays 16 to 10, I got 1s, 5s, and 3s. I mean, this has good upside on the misses, but on the dances, I kind of think it gives up too much structure, though. Seems to be working, though. He might be right. I don't know. I got that blot floating in the outfield. I just remember doing a play like that recently, and the computer hated it. I mean, obviously, all positions are different, so it's a little tough to generalize. Like, if he had a spare on the 7, like if he had 3 checkers on the 7, you would definitely do that. But did you have to give up a nice asset for this risky loose hit when you sort of have a reasonable alternative? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the alternative just isn't that reasonable. So he goes with something that could be very, very good. As it is here, 5-5. He should not get hit on 5-5, I guess. Ah, he dodged it. Still pretty good number. Do put some pressure on him. This is better than making the 3, because this hits a lot more long term. Okay, so I do get a direct at him somewhere. You could just leave 1 blot, stack the 7. Okay, this does not hit. I might be in trouble. Yep. I didn't overlook a hit there. And now I don't know how to play now. I mean, I guess I'll make the 5 just in case, but I don't know whether I should just be like trying to get everyone to the 6 point to save the gammon or what. Yeah, now I got very little chance to hit. So maybe this is all like just gammon save stuff now. Although even in that case, I'm not sure whether I should keep the anchor or not. Like if I leave the anchor, it can hit me with certain aces pretty profitably. I guess this. Okay, looks like I'm saving this though. A lot of times those plays are just close. So I sort of took this compromise approach where, okay, I waste a couple pips to make the 5, but then that's like all the pips I'm wasting, you know? Pretty much. With that 6-6, I guess I could have not wasted. I guess I could have not gone deep in my board. But then I have to like leave one checker on the 20, and then I get hit with ones a lot of the time. So I don't know. We'll see what the computer says. But I do save the gammon. 02. So I will be a little aggressive with the cube. Possibly double a bad number here even. It's pretty bad. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it left me a shot in the outfield, and I have attack stuff. So I don't know if I double this at 0-0, but 0-2, I think there's enough here. He probably should have done something a little safer. Okay, I think we just go after him, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now we gammon him. Probably. Probably not. Good when it works. Not so bad when I get hit. Let's give it a shot. So we've only got a 1-point board. So I got good 6s and sort of good 5s here. I think the computer does this. And I'm going backwards. Okay, I'm not going to switch to the 2 here because it's so thin now, and I want to keep that nice structure on the other side of the board, on my side of the board. So I don't know what the play is. I kind of don't like 13-7 anymore. Oh, that could be okay. Maybe make the 16 and then do something, keep flexible in the backfield. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not getting that one right, but I think playing 4-2 squared is wrong. Like you're really compromising the front position for this blitzy stuff that's not going to work. I don't know, 13-6. This. Probably some stupid 6-2, for instance, is a hit number that's duplicated. 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots or so. Maybe I'm missing something. Not duping 6-2 again. Okie Oh boy, I don't know what my take point is on the re-queue. Let's see, 5 away, 7 away. It's low, maybe 19? Ignoring the effect of gammons. 19-ish. I guess this is the best plan. Keep the board up in the race. Hope to survive. Yeah, I think I remember looking at this score in like a medium length race. I thought the take point tends to be around 19. Oh, hey, Alex, good to see you. Okay, 2-2 and 4 forward blocks. So this is only 4 shots. Better than leaving 9s there. Okie dokie. And 4-1 could be correct. I'm going to keep a slightly higher quality board. Oh, he got me. Shoot. Okay, I'm kind of dead. He might be too good. Okay, yeah, he correctly plays on, I think. It's a little hard. Like, even when I enter, he can probably still cube me. Like, this is still a pass, right? Because I'm down in the race and I'm horribly primed. So that was a good play on there. And now he should cash it in. Because he doesn't have that many gammon chances. And I could just hit a fly shot, or the 8th point could stay open. I guess he's thinking about whether he's good enough, but really in big trouble here. Oh, David's watching. Yeah, David's a friend of mine. I'm actually playing him a couple days in my club championship playoffs. So that's not an online thing. We're gonna meet live. Okie dokie. This has to do something good, right? Not really. So this is probably almost as many shots as slotting the 5. So I'm probably going to slot the 5. 11. So let's see. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. Actually, it's only 16 shots. It's supposed to 20. Let's try. Good. I'd probably get 3 and 1 duplication here, actually, because those are the numbers that make the 5 point. On the other hand, 6s are a little duped too. Okie dokie. We might have a cube coming up at this 0-4 score if he rolls bad here, because there are a few gammons here, I would say, with the 3 checkers back behind this decent structure. So like this, I don't know. It's probably good enough at 0-4. Wouldn't pass it. I don't know, between this or something else. This looks really sick. Keeps the mid though, which is a kind of importance. Sort of constrains this back checker from running out, you know. This might be wrong. It's a little hard. Now it's a little hard to get checkers on the 5 and 6 points. But I thought on balance, the midpoint's more important. I feel like I'm 50-50 on it, though. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing other than this. Shoot. Well, not that he's doubling anytime soon, but my take point on the recube is between 9 and 10. Because I get to redouble him immediately to 8. So I can either pass and go to 0-6. My winning chances from 0-6 is between 9 and 10. Against an equal strength player. Or I can take and play for the match. Crap. He hit me over here too. These checkers look silly. Ooh, I got him. Can I still gammon him? No. Probably this. Love to play that one there. You know, I do this, and then I'm going to have to just usually want to break a point anyways next turn. So Maybe it is better to play 3 to 2. It's not like he could profitably hit me loose there a lot. Huh. I think I gotta give this a try. Get punished for it. Ouch. That one just looks so attractive. Putting this checker to use. Oh, that's sweet. Fixing my 5-5 mistake from earlier. Okay, not a bad roll actually. If he plays 13 to 5. I don't think I jump out of the outfield into a double shot. Well, I don't know. I would probably leave no shots here though. That does, it does obviously help him come home if he leaves shots and gets away with it. Who's going to cube me? Should not cube this. All right, I'm going to build the board. I'm going to get a shot, and then I'm going to hit it. That's the plan. Best laid plans of mice and men. You could probably maybe cube that actually. Yeah, I don't think this is a take. He's got 5 blotters right away. So I hit like 1.5 out of 36, which is only a few percent. Don't win many races. I mean, I get more shots than that down the line, but my board might be crunched, and I don't always win after I hit. So, although I'm probably above 5% here, I don't think I'm up to 9. Is my guess. I think that Best Laid Plans of Mice and Men. I think that was from an old Robert. I think it was like Robert Burns poem, who was like a Scottish poet. And in the original, it wasn't Gaelic, but the original old dialect, I think it was like the best laid schemes o' mice and men gang after gley. In this Scottish dialect, gang is go, I guess. Aft is often, and a gley means a stray or awry. So the best laid schemes o' mice and men gang after gley, if I remember right. Anyways. That's your poetry linguistics lesson for the day. All right, should I leave him nothing? Yeah, why not? Big doubles play good. Okay, maybe spread things out now rather than leaving 2 shots and overstack the 6. 5-5-5 is a blot, but I think that's it for direct blot numbers. And these spares look pretty good. I do like coming in with the 6-point strips sometimes. Let's see, gang after gley. Robert Burns, 1978 poem to a mouse. Often go wrong. Okay, anyways. Okay, so safest is, I believe, this. I think. Because I don't want to leave I want to strip the 6-point, and I don't want to leave the stripped 4 points. The only thing I'm wondering, this is possible too, although it's a stripped 3-point. Yeah, I'm not totally sure about this because I don't like the 4 guys on the deuce, but I like the structure on the top points. Because you get to clear the 6 next turn while you have good spares on the 5 and 4. And there's probably slightly fewer blot numbers after other stuff, but just if you just leave it like 1 or 2 extra blot numbers, it's usually worth the it's usually worth it to get a superior structure, say for long-term structure. Ooh, no 3. Phew. Okay, so Backgammons actually don't help me much with the score. Backgammon would be huge, although I don't think it's going to happen, especially if he knows how to play at this score. Like he shouldn't stay back. He shouldn't stay back with lots of checkers. I could possibly win a backgammon here, but I could also get hit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe this. But mostly thou art know thy lane. In providing foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes, O mice and men, gang after glay, and lay us not but grief and pain for promised joy. I like that. I didn't know all that. I just knew the one line. Okay, let's should we screw around against this guy? All right, let's screw around a little bit. See if he takes a dance here. Yeah, stole one. All right. Yeah, he should take everything. He should take everything at that score pretty much. Okay, so I could gammon him for the match here. Oh, it's going to be tough now. It's going to just be tough to win. Could use a 6-6. Why not me? Did this even at the score? Maybe he rolls awkwardly. I could play 6-1. Sort of unlikely to work. This should win more gammons though. Gammon, sort of pure gammon go. Yeah. Okay. Now what? I don't know. I'm in a mess here. 13-4. Because I don't know what else he could dance. Okay, if I don't play 13-4, what am I doing? Do this and hope to survive. Doesn't win as many gammons. Probably does win more games. I mean, this is just so unlikely to work. He dances. I'm still in trouble. All right, let's try this plan. He does hit me. Hey, what a dance! Shoot. Good. Okay, let's get XG going. Because I feel like I am lost. I feel pretty comfortable with how I played this match. 6-3, yeah, some of the plays in the last game. The 4-1 and the 6-3, I'm pretty unsure about. But I'm sure the computer will show us stuff that I felt good about that's actually wrong. Because it always does, stupid computer. Gammon brightest, yes, actually hyper gammon go. Because it's if you win, it's like gammons are a little bit more valuable than if it was 2 away, 1 away Crawford. Because if you win a single game, you're like a little under 50%. 1.09, yeah. I could buy it. Yeah, so I think of that as like hyper gammon go, where the gammon price is greater than 1.0. One more dance? No. Okay, I may resign with a keen conscience. And then we'll take a look. Okay, I played well. Let's see here. I think this is my match that I want. Go to SG. Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm on the bottom. My opponent's on the top. I'll mostly take a look at my stuff. So I made one checker play blunder. No cube error. Yeah, cube action seemed pretty clear there, I guess. I guess one double was a little questionable. Oh, 5-1 here. Yeah, I wasn't totally sure about this. Okay, so it does not want to enter on the 24 and play 13 to 8. I think that's like an okay plan because when your opponent has a slot in his board, because okay, you're not really paying full price to the hits out here since he has that blot in his board, and nines are actually duplicated. But I thought because the 8 point is stripped, I thought okay, maybe this other plan of coming in high and playing 24 to 23, putting pressure on this stripped 8 point is correct. And I'm still not paying full price, and there's still duplication of the hit numbers back here. So the computer does agree. His 4-4 I thought was a little unclear. Yeah, there's like several decent plays here. Yeah, it looks like there's 4 plays within 0.03. You just make the 5 like so. You can make the 4 and the 2 and then play 24 to 20 like so. You can actually make the 4 and hit twice. Like so, really go for it here. There might be an upcoming cube, so there might be some cubeful stuff going on also. And then you can do what my opponent did. I'm a little surprised this is worse than playing 24 to 20. According to the computers, very, very close. Like I would have done this before playing 24 to 20. Because you're already split back here. Anyways, you get a nice 3-2. 5-1. Okay, yeah, nothing doing here. 6-2. He hits and goes to the mid. 2-1. 11-10-6-4. What did I do? Oh, I did 11-9-6-5. I think I did see 11-10-6-4, but I wanted to slot the better points. The plays look extremely close here, and in fact, they're closer. I guess they're not super close here, but they're closer cubeless. The upcoming cube, I think, magnifies the equity difference a little bit. So let's see, what is this? Is it like a shot thing? Like there are three nines that contain threes in them, so there's a lot of duplication between threes and nines. Whereas there's only 2 8s that contain twos. No, there's actually 3 8s that, fours, I'm sorry, fours. There's only 2 8s that contain fours. So it's probably you probably save a shot by doing this. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. I mean, this obviously slots the worst point, but I think it does save a shot. Oh, distribution is better. Distribution isn't any better, really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking for some like duplication argument, but I'm not seeing it. Anyways, he doubles correctly. I take, And I didn't like it when he broke his 6 point to his 7 point to hit here, although it's not too bad. Like when I did this recently, gave up my 7 point to do this hit that's unlikely to work. These blots everywhere. It was like wrong by a lot. So I was sort of keyed into this being wrong. But yeah, it's not that wrong, I guess, because if I would have played 8 to 2, like I would have entered with the 4 and then played 8 to 2, duplicating 4s somewhat. Obviously, 8 to 2 is pretty bad though. The computer actually slightly prefers playing 13 to 7. So you enter with the 4 and then play 13 to 7, leaving 3s, 5s, and 4s in the outfield. 3s I got to give up my anchor to hit, so it's not. I guess it's not a big deal. And then he's crushing me. I eventually roll 5, 5. Oh yeah, this play I don't know. I guess my plan's okay. Waste a few pips for the gammon save, but make a good point. The computer just keeps all options open by spreading things out in the outfield, or just wasting 1 pip to slot the 5. My play's okay. I mean, I'm not hitting next roll, so I guess it's okay to take a slightly slower approach. Here I am hitting next roll. Here I get the computer's idea of just sort of keeping all options open. Playing in the outfield, building decent structure out there, not wasting any pips for the gammon save. When the gammon could be fairly close. See now, okay, so now, before the 6-6 anyways, the gammon's similarly close, but my hitting chances have gone way down. So now I'm more thinking just bring everyone into the 6 point. Unfortunately, I can't do that and keep the anchor. So I decided to keep the anchor and like overrun the position on the home front a little bit, which the computer does actually prefer. But the computer actually doesn't mind just vacating both things, saying, "Ah, you're only hitting a few percent. Just do this to save the gammon." So my play wins about 3% apparently. But I do a good job to save. And then I double a little aggressively here, but it's good. It's good at the score. He may not. His play was probably wrong, right? He should just solid up, and then maybe I double and maybe I don't. But after his play is lower equity and is more volatile, so see, it's easier to find the cube, right? You probably wouldn't cube this for money, although it's looking at the equities, it's probably somewhat close. So as the match score is a double by 0.07 or so. For money, it's not a double, 0.026. So you should like look at this stuff. You know, when a score-based cube like this comes up, you should take a look at what it is for money. Over time, you'll get like a little feel for like how different various match scores are for money. It may not help in analyzing the position, but like here, you're clearly winning, right? And clear you have some decent threats. So down 0.2. It's another extra incentive to double. Thought it was enough, and the computer agrees. And there's good take by the opponents. Okay, good play here. Just going after him, getting another builder in the zone. 5-6. I'm just sort of blindly hitting now with a much stronger board, and it never works. 4-2. Okay, so I went a little bit too aggressive here. So the computer just wants to spread everything out in the backfield, make progress back there, not leave any shots on my side of the board. Looks okay. It's always just playing in the backfield or picking up the blot. My play's better on the dances, right? Because I get to hit more, and sometimes I get to make the 7 point. Here, the hit's obviously pretty unlikely to work, right? But against the 1 point board, I like, you're a boredom 4-1, so that's a pretty strong argument just for kind of hitting and hoping for the best. Getting hit back's not the end of the world. Yeah, but here, I think you're pretty sure you don't want to switch the two. It's not too bad actually. This looks like kind of bad to me though. Like that 4 point is just going to stay open forever, and White's going to not have too much trouble entering both checkers. Computer doesn't seem to mind it too much though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't do this with just 8 guys up front and compromising the home. Maybe with double ones you do it, because you're not compromising the home front quite as much with double ones. I guess we can ask the stupid computer. Yeah, double ones it does. It kind of likes it. It's double twos it doesn't. But anyways, I guess it doesn't like my 2-2 choice. Okay, so what do I do? I just make I make the 16. It's a little stodgy, but so I do this. A little stodgy, but flexible in the backfield. So that's not bad. A little exposed to double twos, I guess. So what does the computer do? It's a little exposed to double twos also. I guess it's a little averse to having the 16 point, or maybe it was an anchor in case White rolls well. I don't know. Or this. Yeah, I guess it's valuing the 21 point anchor. No, it doesn't like this. I'm a little surprised this is that wrong. Oh, I kind of didn't see the right play, I think. I mean, I saw 13-6, and I was like, I can leave similar number of shots and get better building power. I didn't see 11-4, I think. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Keep the midpoint, keep with the assets in the outfield, not leave any shots on my side of the board. Yeah, I think I just had a blind spot there, I think. It's kind of a shame. These are all decent. Okay, I don't like running from the back here, but no other good option. Get away with it. Get away with it. Until I don't. And the it correctly plays on, I thought. Good. I guess the only way things can go horribly wrong for him if this guy gets stuck back there and I roll some hit number. Like if he just safeties this guy and then I enter, I think it could just cash the game in. Yeah, redouble pass. Yeah, it's a pretty big pass at 14%. Despite the score. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I play 13-8 squared and then look around for 2 more. I decide to leave extra shots to slot the 5, which is okay because the 1s and 3s are duplicated with numbers that make the 20 would make his 5 point. So other plans. Computer doesn't mind this, making the ace. Yeah, probably if I didn't slot the 5, I probably would have ended up doing this. Or possibly this. But distribution looks weird in the outfield. But anyways, I do it. I get away with it. I do this, and then oh, it's a pass already. I would have taken this due to the anchor and the black checker back. So despite the score 0-4, I probably would have taken that. But I am up 24 pips. He does have 3 checkers back, including this guy that's sort of open to attack, and a blot in the outfield. So apparently I win close to 20% gammons. That's a pretty big argument at this score for passing. Let's see what it is for money. Double take, probably. Double take for money. I guess I actually do find this cube for money. So maybe if I think about it in those terms, I can find the pass at the score. Like it's a pretty decent cube for money, and it's fairly gammonish. So maybe that indicates a pass at 7 away, 3 away. Maybe. Oh, the 5-5. Okay, I'm heartened to see it's somewhat close between my play and giving up the midpoint but keeping the checkers more alive for spreading out in the inner board, which I guess isn't that great because six guys on the 8 is pretty bad, pretty inflexible. But I keep the midpoint. So we can't, like, for instance, you can't run out with this guy and cover the outfield without leaving a shot out there. And if I roll 6-5, say, I like having the landing spot. And I like the 1-1 doesn't hit here. Oh, hey, Bebop, good to see you. Okay, so 4-3. Okay, he's trying to contain that back checker. I'm trying to get out of there, but I do get a lucky hit. Oh, and then I played kind of a weird ace with a 5-1 coming up in a bit. Oh, this is called Backgammon. If you search for it, Backgammon, you'll find lots of stuff online. It's like poker kind of. It's a good mix. It's a sort of a similar mix of skill and luck, But it's played with dice. Anyways, I do anchor. I do get a lucky hit. Oh, the 5-1. Okay, it's close. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty unusual play to forgo the second anchor. I mean, maybe it's not that difficult to see that it's not too bad to slot the deuce, although it probably is wrong. Yeah, good. Yeah, well, welcome. Yeah, I hope you check it out. I do see Pakistani players online occasionally, so there probably is like a decent backgammon community in Pakistan. You might want to check. I recommend the game just because it's a fun game to learn, and especially played live because you're rolling the dice, you're moving the checkers. It's very tactile. Anyways, I'm glad to see this is somewhat close. This is the obvious thing, I think, putting the most pressure on White's position. I just thought I'd have to give up an anchor next turn anyways, so I thought, okay, I want to take this opportunity to slot 3-2, which is a very good thing. Apparently the computer thinks it's not quite good enough. And anyways, I get punished. So I'm from the U.S. I'm from the Boston area in the U.S. I think backgammon is probably bigger in the U.S. than it is in your part of the world. The sort of pockets of play among around the major cities. Anyways, I get punished for possibly the wrong play. The wrong play. I do roll a nice 4-1 that fills in the nice board. And then I'm just hoping to hit a shot here, which never happens. He's correct to hold off. Like I said, my take point's around 9. I think he should maybe double me here, though, right? Oh no, I guess he's okay. Not doubling here because it's like too good, right? It's a little tough for me to get back in the game, especially because his smallest numbers maybe make the 4-point. Like you might think, okay, I can get back in the game if he rolls a 2-1 and I roll a 6-6, but the 2-1, it makes the 4-point. So I guess that's an argument for playing on here, which might be correct. But still, if he rolls something like, I don't know, 2-4, I guess 2-4 hits, 2-5, and then I roll 6-6. I guess I'm back in the game. But yeah, he gets worse. Now he has blot numbers. I only win 7%, which I did quantify a little bit during the match. So it's not clear how to get you can't. I don't know if you can pinpoint between 7 and 8 here percent, but I think you can pinpoint between 5 and 10 here if you go through the numbers. because there's 5 blot numbers, right? 62665544. So how you can calculate like exactly how much you're hitting next turn, and then you can realize, oh, there's some more hitting down the line, and then you can realize you're winning a couple percent races maybe. So you can get fairly close to this, which I was able to do. And then of course you kind of need to know your take points also. Okay, so 06 Crawford. So this score, gammons don't help me very much at all. So I'm a little surprised. Okay, so yeah, you make the 4. If you make the 4 point with 2 of them, oh, the computer actually wants to make the 2 point with the next 2, unstacking the heavy 6 points. Okay, so the computer's saying that's better than leaving the stack on the 6 points and making the 9 from the thinner midpoints. I mean, the 9 is better than the 2, but the distribution is better after making the 2. Yeah, I don't know whether I've seen this. I don't know whether I've realized this before. I'm not sure I've seen this, but I didn't quite think in those terms. Or the computer also doesn't mind just uncompromisingly making the 5 point. I don't know. And if I'm making the 9, I think I want both the 9 and the 4 rather than just have the 5 in these awkward stacks. So I don't really like this as much as my play. What's wrong with this? I guess I still have kind of an awkward stack on the 6. All right. Anyways, I do get to correct my error. Roll tremendously. 2-2. It wants to leave a shot while the board is underdeveloped. Okay, I can sort of buy that. So you leave 2 shots before white can put his board back together. And then you have an easier time clearing later without leaving 2 shots. Oh, hey, Gwen, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I think most players are probably doing what I did. 13 to 11 squared, 10 to 6. Leave nothing right away. I guess the distribution isn't very good, though. With the stack on the 6, and most likely I'm going to lead to 2 shots later anyways. Like, you could leave it here. But I just thought, I don't like the big stack on the 6. But once again, it's trying to leave the shot. It's trying to leave the shots early. Rather than do what I did, leave the shots later after white puts like a 5 prime together. But it works. Oh, I screwed this up. Yeah, I guess this is pretty bad. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong that this is safest. I thought this was safest because I like stripping the 6, and I like having the builders on the 5, 4, and 3 points. But it is let's see, it is 6, 6, 4, 4, 6, 5 as blot numbers. 5, 5 is safe. So I'm leaving 4 blotters here, not getting anything off. Let's look at the computer's top choice. I certainly saw this play. In fact, I put it up on the board. I just didn't like. I didn't think you were supposed to like strip the 4 point like this, even with the good spares on the 5. So what is this? This is just 6, 5, 5, 4 blot numbers. There's four blotters this way too. And then also this is a play. 5, 5 blotters. No, 5, 4 is safe here. It's only 3 blotters, I think. 6, 5, 4, 4. I think that's it. Yeah, 5, 3 is safe. 5, 3 is safe no matter what you do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the problem with this is you're stacking too many guys on the deuce. The valley is ugly, but front loading is way uglier. So if by front loading you mean like putting all the checkers like down here. Yeah, I guess that's the idea. I guess you just don't want all those checkers down there. You could end up with Like, okay, so 4 checkers isn't too bad, but you play like I did, and you're gonna end up with like you're gonna end up putting more checkers down there later. Like you just roll 6-4 next turn. Um, hmm. So 6-6-4-4-6-5, 5-3, 5-2, 5-1. Yeah, all the fives are safe, except for 6-5. Huh. Yeah, I was fairly confident about this. I was fairly confident this was the safest play, I should say. But I think I'm wrong about that. But it doesn't win as much. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not safest, because the other ones might be better, even though they get hit more because you have more checkers off when hit. But it's kind of a significant difference. So I'm guessing I'm just wrong that this is safest long term. Wish I had that database. There was a I think I mentioned this before on stream, but there was this database a long time ago that it could take certain bear-off positions like this, contact bear-off positions like this, and it would tell you the chance that black would get hit, assuming black plays as safely as possible and white plays for the shot as much as possible. It was out like, I don't know, 20 plus years ago, I think, maybe longer. But I looked. At some point I looked for it and I couldn't find it. And I asked like Marty Storer about it once. He didn't know what I was talking about, but I'm pretty sure it existed. I'm like 90. Unless that's like a false memory or something. I'm like 95% sure it existed. It was yeah, I don't know. The ace point needs long-term safety. 3-point is about direct shot levers. I see. So you're saying like if it was anchored on the 3 points, you would count up the number of blot numbers and give more weight to that, than counting up the number of blot numbers against the ace point game, where you should be thinking more about like long-term flexibility purposes. Yeah, I've never heard that before, but it makes sense. Like the ace point, you're gonna be playing forever against the ace point. Against the 3 point, you just have a few rolls and then you're home free mostly. Anyways, let's move on. It honestly did feel a little funny to stack the 2 point. Okay, so here safest is definitely to clear the 6 point. Get rid of that problem point. Again, if gammon is counted, you might think about doing something else. Anyways, I leave a shot. Luckily, I get missed. I think a little bit about ripping 2 guys, which the computer actually likes for the backgammon, I guess. Picks up an extra % backgammons. Maybe it doesn't make sense, because okay, he rolls a 1, and then he's gonna want to move that guy really soon, anyways, because backgammons are like very valuable at the score. And gammons are not particularly valuable. So part of the reason why white wants to stay back here is because, okay, when you hit a shot, you don't necessarily win, but you save the gammon a lot. Here, that doesn't matter as much. You care about winning. You don't really care about hitting a shot to save the gammon. But getting backgammon is very painful for white at the score. But anyways, yeah. So you should know how to play this this score. This is post Crawford. I need an odd number of points to win the match. I need 5 points to win the match. That means white should pretty much take everything. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know the math behind the score, just take everything. So that's why black can like wait a little bit and like hope to offer a scary cube later and hope to get a bad pass like I did here. But yeah, you can see how bad passing is. It's a big blunder. Whereas even away Crawford, you just want to double right away always, pretty much always. So that's why I double at the first opportunity here. And I'm hoping to win a gammon here. So that's why I hit, because I think it wins the most gammons, and nothing does that good for the win. So it's worth a shot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and you probably get lower PR if you do that. So I bet people probably do that in BMAB, right? They wait to get more decisions in. You know, I do find the right play here. It was a little easier because nothing's productive, so hitting could work. Similar stuff here, right? But it's a little more dangerous to hit. It does win more gammons though. You could argue it does okay for the win. So the computer kind of likes it. It just seems unlikely to work, you know. 13 to 4. You got ones, fours, some sixes, double twos will hit. Just really counting on a dance here, and then it's still tough. So that's why I tried a different plan of just running. And I get punished, and he just crushes me, right? Yeah, it was a pretty well played match, anyways. My only blunder was mostly an oversight, I think. I think if I saw 11 to 4, I would have played it. I'm not really sure how I missed it though. Like it's pretty much the only safe play, right? So how could I not really see this? I did think about like splitting a back checker, but like moving 24 to 20, but then the 4 played so badly that I didn't look around for too much there. And then I saw 13 to 6 because I don't care too much about being hit in the outfield. And then so I just compared that to 13-9, 13 to 10. Came up with the wrong conclusion there anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Would have been a really nicely played match if I saw this. Anyways, well, I'm gonna take off. But yeah, thanks for chatting. Good comments, guys. And we'll see you next time.